the queen of the what? The lymphatic valves. Miss Hillary Gooden is with me today. Good to see you, Hillary. What's going on?
Hey. Okay, let me see.
Yep, she be jumping and she get that green screen straight. See, this is what the visibility strategist and I always talk about. You got to jump in and you got to be ready to go. So listen, I want to talk today about hope, health, and healing. It's a virtual online event that's going to be coming up on March the 12th. And so Jill Jacobs Reynolds, she may be jumping in, joining us in a little while. She's actually on another show, and hopefully once they finish, she'll be able to jump on over here. Because she and I were chatting earlier, Hill, like I shared with you. We was chatting earlier, and she was like, "Oh, Lotus, let's go live at 4. I gotta go do this show right quick, and then I'm gonna try to jump in at 4." I said, "Okay, I'll go ahead and build the broadcast, and you just come on, and let's get going." But this thing, hope, health, and healing, this is a powerful conversation. And she and I talked about it earlier. We were supposed to be on for maybe 20 minutes. And man, it got so deep, Hillary, with this hope, health, and healing. And so I want to bring on the screen in a minute to show about her event and some of the wonderful ladies that's going to be speaking there. But Hillary, thank you for joining me today. You are a certified lymphologist. You always talk about helping women help themselves and giving them real help that they really need. So can you tell folks a little bit about you, a little bit more about you? And well, I don't like to say a little bit. Tell us everything you want us to know about you. And then let's talk a bit about hope, health, and healing, what it means and why it's important.
Okay, well, I am a Bible life coach. And I'm a lymphologist dealing with the lymphatic system. I'm an author, speaker, and I am a pastor. I empower busy women leaders with strategies to transform their health and peace by activating and maintaining a healthy lymphatic system in order to increase energy, clarity of mind, have better sleep, better health, boost immunity and vitality, because I absolutely believe you got the power to help your body, help you live a more vibrant life.
Awesome, awesome. So I'm super happy that you shared that with people because we do have the power.
Yes.
We've got the power. Hey,
Yes.
no, hey, we got the power. And I believe, just my belief, I believe that if you believe God for it, okay, you can and you will have it.
Mm-hmm.
And I say this all the time, we have not because we ask not. But the addition to that, the caveat is that a lot of times we don't have it because we don't go out there after it.
Mm-hmm.
And so I wanted to talk today a bit about this upcoming event. I know that you're going to it, and so many other people are going to it. One of our good friends, let me remove it and bring it back up. She is going to be talking on this event as well. And this event is talking about hope, health, and healing. So why is it so important to have, first of all, let's talk about hope. What is hope in your opinion?
Well, the Bible says hope is the evidence of things not seen yet. So like Jesse Jackson said, keep hope alive. You got to keep hope alive.
Keep hope
When
alive.
you're hoping,
right.
like nowadays with everything that's going on, they're rolling out this vaccine, and some people are still leery about taking it. But you want to live, and you want to live in wholeness and in good, vibrant health. So you got to keep hope alive. It's not over till it's over, and as long as you got breath in your body, try something, do something for yourself. Help your body help you.
Yep. And I like to go right to the dictionary. I Google stuff in a minute. And it says hope is a feeling of expectation and desire for a certain thing to happen. It's a feeling of trust. Okay. So in my opinion, you have to trust the process of your own life and what the higher power is bringing you to, so that the higher power will help you go through.
Yes.
So thank you for sharing what you said about hope, because it is important, especially in this day and age, to have hope. So let's talk a little bit about health, because they're also going to be talking about health. And for those of you just joining us, we're talking about why it's important to have hope, health, and healing. This is an online event that Miss Jill Jacobs Reynolds is hosting on March the 12th at 1 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And it's being hosted by Braveheart workshops.com. So you can go ahead there and get your ticket if you want to get a ticket, because it's going to be amazing. She's got a lot of amazing speakers. So let's talk about health, Dr. Paper That Folds. So why is health so important, especially because you're a lymphologist and you know about why health is critical. So can you share that with us?
Well, good health is normal. That's what's normal. Sickness is not normal. Sometimes we deal with sickness in such a way that sickness has become normal. Sometimes people expect it. They have hope for sickness as they get older and as they age. I don't hope for sickness. I hope for good, vibrant health till I take my last breath.
I know that's right.
So health is normal. It's what God intended. And then our bodies are he made us so magnificent. It doesn't matter what your color is, how much money you got, where you live. None of that matters. We're all made the same on the inside. Exactly. And we all have a responsibility to help our bodies to help us. When we give our bodies enough water, it knows what to do. When we give our bodies enough sleep, it knows what to do. When we eat more fruits and vegetables, it knows what to do. It needs help from us. When we think right thoughts, it knows what to do.
Amen.
So
That's right.
yeah, health is a two-way street here. Your
Mm-hmm.
body will keep you healthy, but you got to help it. Do
Yep.
your part.
Yep. You said it. You said it. I love it. So for me, I think that health is so critically important because it's like money in your bank.
Mhm. Absolutely.
It's like gas in your gas tank. So if you want to go, it's like having a black card, not an American Express,
All right
not a
now.
Discover card, but having a black card with no limit.
It's of great value.
Exactly. It's of great value. And if you don't have your health, all the wealth in the world is not going to make you feel better. The money you got, if you don't have your health, it's not going to help you get up and walk. Not.
Right.
So it's critical for people to have their health and to be in good standing with what they do with their health. Okay.
Yes.
And I love that you said we should expect to have a vibrant life. I love that. We should expect to have a vibrant life in every area of our life. So let's talk about healing. When I was talking with Jill, we talked about the healing paradigm of what this online summit is going to be about. So when we talked about healing, I shared with her about forgiveness because for me, when things happened in my life that I had been through, like being raped at 6, the healing process only could start after the forgiveness process. One, we have to forgive ourselves, forgive the person who thought that they would victimize us, because I don't call myself a victim, I call myself a victor, because I am a victor over victimization. What was meant for bad turned around and turned into a powerful story for me so that I could share this with the rest of the world. And at first, I didn't share it because I was told, hey, you share it, I'm going to kill you. But also because we go through a level of shame. We go through a level of despair. You know, children, you're to be seen and not heard. But, you know, I stayed in hope. That affected me on a cellular level. So I could change the paradigm of my health. And once I forgave, the healing process started for me. And now I know, Dr. Hillary, you have gone through a lot yourself. So why is healing so important in our lives?
Yeah, healing is, the Bible says, I just have to say it, because it says healing is the children's bread. You know, God wants us to be healthy. He wants us to be whole. And when we get sick, the body knows He has made these bodies of ours so magnificent that when the conditions are right, the body knows how to mend and repair and restore at a cellular level to bring us to wholeness from some very serious conditions.
Yeah. Did you say it's like children's bread?
Yes, the children's bread. Yes.
That right?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure
We're His children. We're His children. And it's like, He wants us to have this. He wants us to not be lacking in that area. He has provided healing, and healing can come from, like you said, about forgiveness and being able to love, choosing to forgive, choosing to love, choosing to speak life and not death to your health, to your situation,
Right.
choosing to eat more fresh fruits and vegetables, choosing to get up and move your body, choosing to drink enough water, choosing yourself to help yourself. One lady told me, she said, after I was working with you, and it was just that little bit of time, I found I was using my body to help my body. I said, I like the way you put that, because that's it. We do our part, the body will certainly do its part.
Yep. And we are meant to have good, vibrant health. And you talk about that all the time with people that you coach, when you speak and things of that nature. And I think that's super important that people really understand that we have to have good, vibrant health for vitality. And without it, our life is just a reflection, or not even a reflection. It's just a sliver of what we really are meant to have. So I really like that. So I'm looking forward to going to this virtual online event. I can't wait to check it out. Jill Reynolds is there. She is a major host of various events. She's been doing various events for years, and she is said to be one of the moguls in brick and mortar events. And then you have Dr. Laura Wood. She's going to be the keynote speaker. We also have the other young lady that is partnered with her, Miss Krista Alicia. She is one of the special guest speakers there. And then, of course, we have Heidi Wild. I'm just going to go right to the last name. And then Alana De La Cruz. And then, of course, we got the visibility strategist herself, our girl, our friend, the lady in red, Miss Patricia Rogers. She is going to bring she's going to bring the noise. Anytime Patricia Rogers go to an event, you better believe she's going to bring some positive energy, and she's going to boost your event. So Dr. Susie Warden, she's going to be there, and Tanya Gibson, she's going to be there, and a whole host of people. I'll be there, and you're going to be there. I think the Apostle Christine Gooden, she's going to be there.
That's right.
Yeah, so I can't wait. Apostle Gooden, she has a show called The Midnight Cry, and she has a show called Fresh Oil, and you guys don't want to miss that. So with that being said, I just can't wait to go and be a part of this, because it's going to be amazing. So Hillary, what made you decide to be a part of this particular event?
Well, I have been seeing Jill around in some of the couple of groups. And then when I saw her name of her business is Braveheart, that was one thing. But when I saw the name of the event, Hope, Health, and Healing, I was a little surprised. And I said, oh, wow, this is something I should have been a part of. But since I'm not a part of it, but I would, love to go and see what this is going to be about. Then I had a talk with Jill, and she was telling me more about it. That's when I went ahead and signed up and registered. Said, yeah, I will be there. It promises to be an excellent event.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's gonna be a real great event. So I'm looking forward to being on that event tonight. I'm looking forward to just having a phenomenal time. And I invite all of you, if you have not registered for her event, it's not too late. You can go and register for her event. I think up until the date of the event, I think you can go and register. You can go to her page, to Jill Reynolds. You could also go to www.braveheartworkshops.com. Go ahead and grab your ticket. You can leave her a message here if you want on her page. Reach out to her and go ahead and grab your ticket, because I'm confident it's going to be an event you don't want to miss. So let's kind of back up, because we said we was only going to be on here for 15 minutes to talk about this event. I got some secret sauce on Hillary, the doctor. Her name is Money That Folds. I got some secret sauce on her. And the secret sauce is that she did a live, and see, it's trying to give me that energy. Hold on, let me pull it out, and I'm about to pull it in. I got some secret sauce on Hillary Gooden. The lymphologist, Hillary Gooden, she was on yesterday at the Empower Her Summit.
Yes.
She got down with the get down. She spoke twice in one day. It was amazing. I was able to jump in on her second one, because she and I spoke. We both spoke at this event at the same time. Well, at one, I spoke at one. And then Patricia Rogers spoke that afternoon. It was magnificent. We were able to jump in, and then we saw Angela Williams, Miss Blackwood was there, and so many other people. I'll see if I can bring up some other pictures, because we definitely, there's my cute picture, but I definitely want to share with you all that it was amazing. It was amazing. And kudos to Miss Tina Brown. She did a phenomenal job bringing women together from all across the world. If you do not know Miss Tina Brown, if you don't know about the crazy, okay, confidence, man, you got to get involved. You got to get involved. Jump on board. You'll be happy that you did. Joycelyn Hood McEldry, she was there, and just so many other people that were speaking. Jacqueline Jeter was there. I mean, I could go on and on and on. Of course, me, Lotus Richey was there, and Tina Moore. She was the bomb.com. So Hill, now that I put your secret sauce out there, how was it? How was it? How was it for you being at this auspicious event?
Well, it was on the newest platform, which is Clubhouse. And so that was my first time collaborating on Clubhouse. And so for that, I was excited. I've known Tina since about 2016. And Tina has always been the confidence coach, you know. And so when God is giving you something to do, and He so put that thing down in your DNA, that's that's who you are. That's what you do. And now she says she's crazy, courageous confidence, you know, that she's promoting. And I was happy to promote it because I'm talking about crazy, courageous confidence to help your body, help you live a more vibrant life.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
So Hillary, I must say, let me ask you, would you please share with the folks?
Let me say, wait a minute. I was able to come in on your teaching, and that was great as well, as always. You know, and then whenever you come in to Lotus Richey, you know she's going to be talking about how you can ignite and take flight. And of course, she had to go in a little deeper with some teaching. And so that was great to hear you teach. Because I think maybe that was the first time I actually just heard you by yourself teaching. Yes. You know, you're always interviewing someone. So that was great. Yeah.
That's why Kim Jacobs got me on Interview the Interviewer. And don't forget, we about to get you on Interview the Interviewer. You always interview people too. And you have such a powerful story. And you were able to tell a little bit about that story. And I want to thank Thea Robinson. We jumped in with Thea Robinson, and oh my God, we were both able to share our stories with her. And I tell you, you know, she wasn't a part of the Empower Her Summit, but I got to tell you, it was amazing to even meet that young lady.
I got some, but Thea, again, I knew Thea around the same time that I've known Tina Moore.
Yeah.
And what's so amazing, I saw Thea come through that fear of going live.
Yes.
You know, she used to come into the group, and when we would have to go live for our meeting, because it was about going live, she would come on live in the dark. With all the lights off, sitting in the dark, and we never could see her. And you know, because her confidence just wasn't that, and she wasn't that long. She wasn't that long out from, you know, she talks about domestic abuse, and she helps women to become butterflies to fly out of that abuse situation.
Yeah.
And so she wasn't that far out from it.
Right.
And she was afraid to go live. So it was like seeing her become that butterfly, you know, and now she helps women all over. Not just in her, not just where she lives in Philadelphia, but in she has taken to the road to help women, you know, that reach out to her to come out of abusive situations.
Wow. And you know, she's a mighty strong woman, and I can't wait. I know she's working on some things to help women all around the world, because we had this discussion to help women all around the world who are dealing with this type of problem. Yes. But also what I liked about her was her heart, because her primary focus, from what I understood, was to help women, but she made sure the men was covered.
Yes.
You know, she talked about the violence that men suffer. as well, and how to reach out to them, but primarily for women, because she is a woman and she's been through it and she's seen just some devastation. And I checked out her page, and she had a picture there of such a beautiful, beautiful lady that had suffered at the hands of domestic violence. And she showed the one picture before the violence and then after the violence, where the woman had been hospitalized and beaten so severely. And I got to tell you, it moved me, because I've seen domestic violence. I've helped people out of domestic violence. I've had to move families out of homes and get them to safe places. And unless you've been in it, you never understand. And the thing is, we have to heed the call that people need help. Because when you look at the statistical data that I brought up, that the UK showed, every 9 seconds, a woman is being beaten by her partner, typically by a man. And so her passion, Thea Robinson's passion, is amazing. And I cannot wait to talk to her more about her project. I cannot wait for her to come on the show. We already reached out, folks, so she's going to be on the shows with us. And it's bring your tissue if you need to, but don't just bring your tissue, bring your action, because action has to be taken. And so, speaking of action, let's talk about taking action. We got to be visible. And so the visibility strategist was on yesterday, and we got to hear her talk at the Empower Her Summit, Miss Patricia Rogers. What did you take away from her discussion?
Well, she just was laying it down that, when you have something to do, you've been called to do something, you just have to get out there and start it, and even if you're afraid, there's help. Because people need people. That's her message. People need people. We need each other. And there's a lot of help out here if you're afraid to go live. I know what that was like for me in the beginning, pushing that go live button. And, it's almost like it terrorized you at first. But once you get past it, because you realize it's not about you. That's what she teaches. Not about you. Yep. You got people out there need to hear your voice, need to hear what you got to say.
Yep.
So yeah, she spoke on that because that's her jam right there.
Yeah, that's her jam right there. And that was wonderful, because at the end of the day, we know we have to show up. And if we don't show up and let people know who we are and what we do, then they're not going to know. And so I really appreciated being in her session as well. She spoke very well. And then I just wrote down a list of folks that I saw who I thought was just amazing. So I want to go right to Tina's page really quickly, just in case people don't know who she is, because she's a great lady. I haven't known her long. And I must say that having met her online now, and this is what we talk about all the time, ignite and take flight. Think outside of the stratosphere and reach out to people that you may say, well, they're not going to want to talk to me. Why would they want to talk to me? Why wouldn't they want to talk to you? You somebody to know. Like the Dr. Money That Foes say. Why don't you tell them what you mean when you say that?
Hey, I am somebody to know. I can help you in ways that can help you for eternity, can help you to your wholeness, to your healing, whether it's emotional, whether it's physical. I can help you if the things that God has put in me. I tell people, listen, I don't know everything, but what I know is important.
Exactly.
So I am somebody to know.
I love it. And here is another person that's somebody to know. Make sure if you haven't connected with this young lady, her name is Tina Moore. She is just doing her thing in the Confidence Club. She did her thing for International Women's Day. It was amazing. And this is her. I'm going to see if I can move her picture in so you could see her. This is Tina Moore, and I want to send out a special thank you to her for hosting this event in Clubhouse. We made history in Clubhouse, and thank you. Shouts out to Tina Moore. Thank you to all of the ladies that were a part of the Empower Her Summit. Okay, thank you for that. It was just amazing. It was just amazing. So thank you so much for that. So with that being said, I want to thank each and everybody that's been coming up on the shows. I want to thank Jill for having her upcoming event. I'm looking forward to her upcoming event. It's going to be great. And make sure, if you can, go ahead and grab your ticket for the Hope, Health, and Healing online event. And then tonight, tonight, I have the wonderful pleasure of having this awesome gentleman on the show tonight. This gentleman is none other than the remarkable Global Civility Ambassador, Mr. Dr. Clyde Rivers. I'm telling you, it's gonna be amazing, because he comes with so much knowledge. He comes with so much foresight. He comes with just love for people. So please join me tonight on the Lotus Richey Ignite Show, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Dr. Clyde Rivers will be on the show, sharing with us why global civility. Why is it important? Why is global civility important? So make sure you check us out tonight with the remarkable, the amazing, the intelligent, the superb, the eloquent speaker, Mr. Dr. Civility Ambassador, Global Civility. Why is it important? My friend, Dr. Clyde Rivers. So join us there. So thanks, Hill, for being here.
I was going to say, I won't be able to be there. I have to catch the replay because I'm on live at the same time with the Vibrant Good Health Show.
That's right.
So I'll be bouncing. I'll be bouncing at the same time tonight.
Make sure you check out the Good Health Show with Hillary. Make sure you go there and support her. You can jump on her show for a minute, and then you can come on my show. Whatever you want to do. Hillary is going to be bouncing. She gives you more bounce to the ounce. The Vibrant Good Health Show, I'm telling you. Hillary.
Yes.
Secret
Dr.
sauce.
Lolo.
Secret sauce before we go. Why did you start the Vibrant Good Health Show?
Because I needed to get out there and be visible with my message, and to do it on a consistent, regular basis, so that people that began to watch it know that I'm going to be there every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And they could tune in just like they tune in to Jeopardy, or tune in to, whatever soap opera, whatever show that they're looking forward to. Because I have been, like I said, downloaded with information. I may be talking about the lymphatic system. I may be talking about the words you speak, the thoughts you think, or some latest trend that's going on that's related to health, that always can tie back to how you can help your body help you live a more vibrant life through having more vibrant health. That's why I did it, because I have to get my message out there. Nobody else has the message that I have.
Nope.
They can have something like it. They don't have me.
Nobody got that message. Nobody got that message that you were giving out. And that is one reason why I always say this. You gotta check her out, y'all. You gotta check her out. And y'all know I'm all about the secret sauce. We dedicated 15 minutes of this show to Miss Jill, but we would be remiss if we didn't give you a highlight of Hillary's show. Hillary's show is thebomb.com. And nobody has a show that I know of talking about this.
Show. And I am your host, and I am Hillary Gooden, Queen of the Lymphatic Bounce. I guess I'll own up to that name. With me by Dr. Lotus Richey. So I am Queen of the Lymphatic Bounce, Hillary Gooden, and I'm here tonight to talk to you about, guess what? Your lymphatic system, and the health of your lymphatic system. And I'm going to share a few things tonight, hopefully.
So make sure you go there. If you're trying to get your lymphatic system in order, you came to the right place at the right time. And so we're getting ready to go and do our thing while you do your thing. Whoa, we got DJ Mike J.
Hey.
Oh, DJ Mike J, I told them last night you'll be mailing it. Their cookies will be cooked up on Friday. So either you're going to send them out Saturday or Friday, but it's coming. It's coming. And he said, yes, Dr. Rivers is a good friend. And he said he'll fill you in, Hill. And she's phenomenal. Yes, Hillary is phenomenal, y'all. So make sure you check out the show. My show starts 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Your show is at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, right?
Same time.
Okay. So yeah. So y'all make sure y'all check out Hillary's show. You're gonna love it. Okay. So Brenda Robles is here. Good to see you. Always brings your good energy. Yes, I do, because that's what I believe in. So don't forget tonight, everybody. Check out my friend, my sister, my friend. She's amazing. Check out her show. Jump to my show. Get 2 of your devices if you have to, and check us out, because we're spending some energy. Hold on. Miss Jill is trying to jump in. Hold up. Let me tell her. I give her about 5 minutes or so she could talk. Hello. Jump in. Y'all know I keep it 100. Hold up 1 second. Let me get this to her. Somebody else popped up and it went to them. As soon as I was typing, somebody else popped up.
Yes. Phenomenal time to have your voice heard, to speak whatever it is God's giving you to do.
Yeah, this is
the time to do it.
You know, the come up is in the show up.
That's right. And taking action, man. Hitting that daggone go live button. I'm telling you, you can conquer that button. Oh Lord. Believe in yourself and what the message you've been given. You know, if you believe in it strong enough, whatever the hurdle is, you're ready to jump it again and again. Okay. Get up and do it.
Amen. She said, okay, she's clicking on now.
Okay, good.
So we're going to invite her in so she can have a quick word about her own event. You know, this is what Hillary and I do, and the people that we're associated with. You know, if we say we're going to do something, we do something. And you don't have to sit around and wait for us to move into action. And if we don't hear from you, we're going to jump into action and send out what we need to send out. And you're going to be like, oh, you trying to take up? No, we said we're going to help you. We're going to help you, because that's what we do. Because guess what? We are a sisterhood. We are a familyhood.
Yeah.
Men in our lives, the men on our shows, we help them. We connect. So that's what we do. All right. So here we go. Jill Reynolds is here. Hey, Jill.
Hi, everyone. Hi.
Lord.
Good, sisters. How are ya?
Doing great. So, Jill, we're happy to have you here. We already did our 15 minutes. We dedicated 15 minutes to the show for you. And guess what we did?
and Jill spaced out thinking it was Central Time. So I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. It's no problem. What we did, Jill, we talked about your event. We talked about what is hope, health, and healing. We talked about why it's essential. We talked about why we're even going to the event, why it's critical to be a part of the event. But look, you are the host, And so we want to hear from you. So give us a few minutes of your time, if you would. Tell us why it's so critical for people to get on board with Hope, Health, and Healing. Why you decided to even do this event.
Thank you so much. And did this pop up with you guys, or did I hit this?
No, I brought this up.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. So thanks you guys so much. The first thing I want to say is I love you guys looking at stuff in the dictionary. So the dictionary of what does hope mean? Hope means to cherish a desire with anticipation, to want something to happen or to be true. But hope in the Bible has a different meaning. Hope in the Bible is the confident expectation of what God has promised, and its strength is in his faithfulness. So for me, what I felt led to was God sharing with me that it's so imperative for us in 2020 to look at hope, health, and healing. And for me, hope is in him when I need to get out of the way. I always want to get in the way of my life and like take the reins. And every time it seems like when I take the reins, things always happen wrong. So I'm just going to say that. I mean, it's like, so when I give it to God and I feel like God's taking the reins, and I'll just be transparent, doing an event. I kept wanting to take the reins and control it and be the one trying to make everyone come. And God said, Jill, I'll bring people who are supposed to be there. And I said, okay, I'm giving you the reins. So that's what hope is putting my confidence in him and his promises. And then the next one is health. And in the dictionary, health says there's a triangle of health, of physical, social, and mental. And health triangle consists of that. But biblical health consists of 7 areas. The 7 areas of biblical health is that of spiritual, physical, mental, emotional, financial, occupational, and social. So I think for me, what health means, Lotus, for this event is that we need to have health in all arenas in our life, spiritual, the financial, the emotional. And so I guess for me, I look at the word health now, that my body is the temple of the Holy Spirit who resides in me. And so when I can keep my body whole in him, he can so freely reign. And when I don't have good health within my body, it's very difficult for me to stop and let him reside and direct my path. So that's what health is for me. And then the word healing. Healing is to make free from injury or disease, to make sound or whole, heal a wound. But biblical healing says, heal me, Lord, and I will be healed. Save me, and I will be saved. For you are the one I praise. And the people all tried to touch him because power was coming from him and healing them all. But I will restore you to health and heal your wounds, declares the Lord. And so I think for me, the word for healing in 2021 represents the spirit, the mind, and the body. And to have fullness in healing, again, I need my spirit to be healed. And healing, again, if the spirit means I need to come to him. And, you know, I'm going to just be really transparent, you guys. I've been a Christian for 39 years. And the whole time I've been a Christian, I have the hardest time spent slowing down and just being in the Word of God. And you know what I ended up doing? I ended up, and this may sound strange, but putting my Bible in the bathroom. So when I sit on the toilet and I want to grab my cell phone and sit there and look at my text, God has that right in front of me and says, why don't you spend time with me? And it sounds weird, but sometimes I'll just sit there for like 20 minutes and read his word in the morning and say, Lord, fill me with your spirit today so I can get out of the way and you can direct my path. So anyway, so that is what Hope, Health, and Healing 2021 means to me. But why I'm doing the event is so that you as an audience can ponder, slow it down for the day, turn off your cell phones, get rid of your busyness, and ponder what hope, health, and healing means to you. And we just don't spend enough time in our life taking time to reflect and see what it is he's trying to tell us. And I'm just being really honest. God's the one who told me to do this event. I did not want to do it. I have been fighting 6 months not wanting to do a virtual online. And God said, I know you don't want to do it, but I want the world to know about hope, health, and healing. And so that's saying is God told me, and if you feel the Spirit touching at your heart, maybe he's telling you you need to do it too, but that's between you and him and not me. Oops, I can't hear you. I can't hear you, Lotus.
Silent my mic, but that's awesome. So I'm looking forward to coming, like we said earlier, Hillary and I, and if you would please let people know how they can grab a ticket from you, where they need to go, and if you would go ahead and put it in the private chat. If you put it in the private chat, I'll go ahead and bring it up on the screen so that they can have it.
Okay. I am going to do one thing really well. I'm going to give you my website, but when you get to my website here, usually I'd have the link right directly to. So workshops.com. My website is braveheartworkshops.com. When you get to it, at the top of my website is a register button. Just click the register, and it's $28.99. The beauty is that it covers the whole day from 1 till 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. And if for some reason you can't attend the event because you're working that day, or you can only pop in and out at certain hours, we will record the entire event and we'll email you that link a couple of days after the event is over. And also, when you go on my registration page, there's a button you can click, either opt in or opt out. If you opt in, then you'll be on an email distribution as well. And that email distribution will provide you with anyone who else has opted in and be able to network with those people thereafter. So that's two things. And then there are several people that are speaking that will give you links to some free offers. I know that I'm going to have some Amazon gift cards to give away. And so we'll have a few giveaways, but I think it'll be nice. The highlight that I'm going to say is my beloved friend, Dr. Laura Wood. She's a world-renowned drama therapist who is a professor at Lesley University in Boston. She teaches graduate students how to become drama therapists. She's also written and produced 6 recovery plays in New York. Her last one was on eating disorders. She's also done one, Hillary, you'd love this. She's done one for the aphasia community, which is the stroke community. And because of them having strokes and being nonverbal, a lot of times the pain and emotional pain from the stroke stays embedded in their body. So Laura has written and produced plays where she taught the aphasia community how through drama therapy they could release the pain of emotions in their body and use their body to release those emotions for healing. So she does some amazing work. She was the keynote speaker in 2019 in New York City at the Mental Health Conference. And she's the past president of the North American Association of Drama Therapists. So
your voices are making a huge sorry about that.
Yeah.
So I was getting ready to try to pull up something else for you, but I got it right here. So I wanted everybody to see the website so that you know you're going to the right place.
Thank
so I'm
you.
Bring that up for you so you can see how to get your ticket.
And also, Lotus, I wanted to say in closing, so Dr. Laura, so when you're on this site here, 2 things. You can go to the thing that says events. If you click here, events, and then go over here to virtual, click the virtual, the drop right here, and do it again right there, and then click that. That's the site, the landing page to tell you who's speaking, the times they're speaking, so you know if you have a favorite speaker, you won't miss them. And the whole landing page will come up, and there's a video. You could go to that landing page to learn more. And it's got the times and everything and some videos with the speakers. But Laura is going to speak for 1 hour from 2:45 to 3:45 Eastern Standard Time. She's going to speak on embodiment. So she's going to talk about embodiment, of how when we keep, there she is, when we keep the pain of our burdens inside of us, it leads us to disease. Right, Hillary?
That's right. Absolutely.
Yeah, and she's going to help. She's even going to do some. I know that the recording is great to have if you can't be there, but if you can come just for that 1 hour, she's going to do some experiential stuff with the audience to be able to show us some burden release stuff as well.
And so very quickly, I want the men to know that you are welcome to this event. This is not a woman's event. This is a everybody event.
Right. And we have already had, I think 4 men have already registered.
Right. So if you have some men in your life, ladies and gentlemen, that you know would do well with this information, please go ahead and welcome them to the event, because it is a total experience. It's only $28.99. You can grab your ticket. You can sign up. You can register now and go ahead and grab your ticket. And so we're going to play Meet the Speakers.
Okay, go ahead.
For the event is Jill Reynolds, the founder of Braveheart Workshops and the host of the virtual online event Creating Hope, Health, and Healing in 2021. Our keynote speaker is Dr. Laura Wood from Boston, who is a professor at Lesley University.
And see all this stuff, everybody? You can go there. And I'm just going to come back up here to the video. And so I'm going to hold it up because you did such a great job talking about it. But see, folks, if you go here, you can find out a plethora of stuff about the event. You can register, you can inquire, you can look at the speakers. It has all of their information, their credentials.
And also, I wanted to just say, when you're on their picture, if you go back up for 1 second to just one. If you click the picture, it takes you to their links, their websites, and gives you even more when you click the person's picture. Right. Like here, this is Dr. Laura Wood, Lesley University professor, tells you all about her, how to reach her, and it gives you her entire bio of being a registered here, board certified. Exactly. So this is going right to the website of the university where she teaches. But she's amazing. I'm telling you guys, I have 39 years of recovery from drugs, alcohol addictions. And over the years with my treatments that I've had to go through, I probably have been in the presence of about 50 professional therapists from group therapy. And I can honestly tell you from the bottom of my heart that I have never, ever met anyone like this woman, like never met anyone with the intuitiveness she has, the wisdom she has. She's like an old soul. And you know what's funny about this, Lotus and Hillary, about her? One time when I was doing a retreat, I reached out to a male therapist in Chicago and asked him to let his clients know when her and I were going to do a burden release retreat. And he was real cocky and said, you know, why would I refer my clients there when I've done over 100 psychodrama retreats, and what makes yours any better than mine? You know, and he was like really like not very friendly. Mm-hmm. But somehow or another, I got him to calm down, and him and Laura connected. And long and short, we invited him to one of our events on a Friday night. If you go to my website under testimonial page, he gave a testimonial. He showed up participated in the event the whole night as our guest. And he gave a video YouTube recording and said, in all the years of him being a professional therapist, he said, I've never met anyone like Dr. Laura Wood. He goes, she blew my mind away what she was doing. And he said, I learned so much from her. And from that time on, people listened to that. And my events have led so many therapists to come to my events to do their own work. And this event, we've already had about 7 professional therapists register for.
Yes, that's awesome. Well, I can't wait to get there. I can't wait to see it. Don't forget tonight, folks, I've got the remarkable Dr. Clyde Rivers on the show at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't forget, check out Hillary's show. Man, bring, I'm telling you, bring your trampoline, your basketball, whatever you're going to bring, because Hillary, she don't just talk about it. She is about it. So check Hillary out. Jump back into my show as well. And
that's right.
Have a good, wonderful time tonight on both shows. So we look forward to seeing you out there to support us. So with no further ado, Jill, thank you so much. Looking forward to being on your online event on March 12th at 1 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you go into the Vibrant Life show tonight with Hillary. Make sure you jump on Lotus Richey Ignite show with the miraculous, the marvelous Lotus Richey.
And we
absolutely
Lotus rocks.
Yes.
Lotus rocks. We're going to put that Lotus rocks.
Yes.
Lotus rocks. Yeah. So look, folks, we appreciate you. We'll see you tonight. Have a wonderful day. And thank you so much, because this is what Hillary and I do. We've partnered with each other on News You Could Use, and we look for ways to bring people together all around the world. And Jill is doing that. And so until tonight, until we see you again, be blessed, be safe. And remember, don't be a penny looking for change. Be a dollar that folds, and ignite and take flight in every area of your life. See you later. Be sure to join Lotus Richey and Dr. Clyde Rivers this evening on the Lotus Richey Ignite Show, because it's time for you to ignite and take flight in every area of your life as we discuss global stability. Tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, only here at the Lotus Richey Ignite Show. Thank you.